Okay, welcome back everyone to another installment of Project Eden's Garden. We're in chapter 1. From what I can remember, we're about to witness a very horrific and gruesome murder scene, which we have the exciting opportunity to investigate and find out who killed our beloved husband, Wolfgang Arcare. And they were having some marital differences, but we were going to therapy and we were working it out before some fucking cunt here killed him. And right at this current second, I actually have no clue who would do such a thing, but I assume it could have been any of us. I have a feeling that the people who were actually at the gaming event are not exempt from investigation, considering we were all down here when we heard those footsteps running away. So that's just my running thoughts at the current second, but I guess what we should actually do is investigate and let us come to a more informed conclusion. Alright, let me do what I did last time and look back over the tablet first. The victim is Wolfgang Arcare, the ultimate lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room of the underground floor. He is kneeling in the water and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m. It still pissed me off seeing everything except the cause of death listed, especially when I knew the reason why. Flashback to something we saw literally about 20 seconds ago. I know it's an episode later and I'm filming the day after, but still we know that it's excluded from the fucking Tozu file or whatever the fuck they're calling it this game, because it would be too fucking obvious. Tozu's definitely compensating for the killer, probably because they failed to hide their own tracks, and withdrawing information might be his way of balancing the odds. Bullshit rules. Who's to say they won't be abused? Regardless, Wolfgang's cause of death should be treated as the crux of this mystery. If I can figure out how he died, then everything else should fall into place. Okay, the Tozu tablet's been added to the truth bullet section. Alas, poor Wolfgang. The guiding light of the ultimate students snuffed out in an instant. No use crying over it though, there's a mystery to be solved. Like any true investigation, important evidence won't always be visible at first glance. Should you ever find yourself stuck, view the game's controls, logged into the... Okay, so the truth bullets will be recorded for us. That's all from me, bye-bye. Okay. I want to have a look at this obvious fucking taser. A taser gun. Pretty random thing to be lying around at a crime scene. It definitely wasn't in the boiler room prior to the murder either. Did that mean the taser gun was involved in the murder? On closer inspection, nothing about the gun looked particularly strange. Had it been used, I'm pretty sure taser guns have spent some kind of wire when fired. Nearby were some yellow pieces of plastic on the floor. They were the same shade of yellow as the taser gun. Had these originally been attached to it? I can't tell where they would fit on the gun though. Never mind. What's the point of making guesses when I can just get him to confirm? After all, someone who's a pro at wielding guns should know them better than anyone else. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to talk to Desmond. I'm remembering the names of most of these people. Everyone is kind of standing out in their own way. Like there's some, there's some characters in these games that just kind of fade into the background. Like I love them, but like Kazuichi and fucking Sonya from Danganronpa 2, they had nearly zero personality apart from Sonya being fucking foreign and naive, and then Kazuichi just being fucking a simp for Sonya. But anyway, enough rambling about a completely different game than the one we're currently playing. We better actually have a look at his body. I'll inspect the rest of the scene. Oh, well, fucking never mind then. We don't want to do that. The generator, maybe? Half of the generator's internals had melted away, and what still remained was almost completely singed. Yeah, that was definitely the cause of the power outage. What could have melted the wires, though? It looked like a bomb had gone off in there. Oh yeah, it's all fucking bent to shit. Now that I think about it, during the game tournament... Yeah, did we hear a bang or something? Yep, so I can set his grip on his the controller, and push both the joysticks as hard as I could. Yep, kaboom. Huh? All of a sudden, the world around me turned pitch black. There had been a loud boom right before the blackout happened, similar to a firework going off, or someone firing a gun. Did I overhear the sound of the generator being destroyed? Nothing else in the dining hall could have made that noise, I don't think. Alright, cool, so... There's 99% chance that the generator was the cause of that noise. If my assumption is correct, the generator would have been destroyed around the same time as the murder was committed. That's suspicious as hell. There's no way the two events aren't connected. But I'm also working purely off the memory of the boom. To be absolutely sure, I need to know exactly when the blackout occurred. Was there any way for me to find that out? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have like 8 witnesses in that room. Approximately, including us. So we're gonna be... Yep, okay. I suppose by inspect we're gonna have to talk to fucking every other cunt. Alright, let's talk to you first.
Terrible.
The generator over there is partially submerged in the water. I think we would be wise to stay on this platform. Was he worried about the water being electrified? Ava and I managed to stand in it way back when. I don't see why now would be any different. Then again, the generator wasn't damaged last time.
Damn.
Yeah, since Wolfgang is kneeling in the water, we should avoid touching him. You don't know for sure that the water's unsafe. Can't we just fucking chuck another light bulb in?
Listen to me.
Before you start making conclusions, you should experiment first. Okay, pulled out a light bulb. She's doing what she did before. Straight to the edge of the platform and threw the light bulb into the water.
Look.
See, it's not lighting up. That means the water is safe. I need to actually research. Is that fucking true?
Well,
like, will that actually work? I see. Then I suppose it's safe to inspect Wolfgang.
Okay.
Are you going to? No. I think I'll observe from afar instead. Now isn't the time to be listening to your nerves. Okay. You're useful. What do you want? Aren't you going to investigate Wolfgang? Me?
Yeah.
Who else? Back when we mistook the dummy for a body, you poked it pretty nonchalantly.
Hang on.
I mean, that's different. I never thought it was real. Yeah, it was fucking completely different
I
circumstance.
see.
Now that we're finally advancing in the investigation to a cool composure, but had all but vanished. Typical, I guess. She can only keep up the knack for so long. Winona, with your own fucking one name.
Hello?
Winona, you're still here.
Seriously?
Is there a problem with that? Why does she need to frame everything I say in the worst light? I'm preparing to hold a one-on-one session with Ulysses. I was consulting him about something important, but we were interrupted by the announcement. So one of them probably had the other's fucking motive. Is that what you're doing before the blackout? Repeat that.
It's simple.
The blackout. Were you still with Ulysses when it happened?
Come on.
You're not speaking any sense. There was no power outage. Oh, so the power outage was only isolated to the room that we're in? But no, surely the hallway... Maybe they were like in the courtyard. She can't be serious. The blackout affected the entire building, unless it didn't.
Anyways.
Let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened? Where were you? At Cassidy's game tournament in the dining hall.
Really?
With like fucking 7 other witnesses. Not what I expected.
Let me see.
Ulysses and I spent the morning by a large tree. We stayed there up to and including the time of Wolfgang's murder. Yes, I'm assuming that the dome and like everything beyond that was excluded from the power outage. Sound like she has an alibi then. As for the location she mentioned, I assume this entire building complex connected to the one generator, but it made more sense for that tree area to have its own separate system, hence why it didn't lose power. What about the courtyard though? Was there anyone there at the time of the blackout? Okay. That makes some amount of sense. You're fucking useless. What about you?
Oh.
Oi, take a whiff of the air. Ain't there something off about it? I followed his instructions and sniffed the air. It smells like burnt rubber.
That ain't it.
Because of the busted generator, yeah. But that's not what I'm talking about. There is another scent, a real bitter one. You might actually be onto something. It's almost like cereal and rubbing alcohol.
Bad news.
Indeed, I'm suspecting a mighty chemical reaction at work. I've had my fair share of travels across the sea, and I'm no stranger to foul play. There's no scent worse than one of a disastrous combustion.
It is how it is.
Thing is, I got no idea where it's coming from. Really? The smell is supposedly that of a chemical reaction. Where else could it be coming from besides the busted generator? Unless Jean's conclusion about the smell is wrong. I wouldn't put it past him. Okay, we're just being a dick for no reason. Is that Tozu Smirnoff? And, Tozu's Meaty Fruities or some shit. No, $10 for cereal, that can get fucked. Can we look at you now? I'll check the rest of the crime scene first. Alright, do we have to look at the camera? No, the camera's not interactable. Generator, no. Cord. Here we are. There's a cord in the water. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. But what the hell happened to the other end of it? There's no internal plug, just a frayed tip lined with a black substance. Had the cord been burnt? I didn't see the cord in the boiler room earlier, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. We didn't really fucking investigate this room that thoroughly when we were here first. It wasn't always in this condition, that's for sure. All the items we've been provided so far, light bulbs, speakers, a fridge, they've worked perfectly well. So what happened to Discord? Why was it even there in the first? Sorry, and why was it even in the water? Interesting. We had the cord, the taser, shrapnel. Can see you there. Chunks of something red were floating. So that kind of confirms our suspicion of a bomb. Chunks of something red were floating nearby the generator. It almost looked like metal or maybe plastic. What is originally part of the generator? The colours and materials don't seem to match though. Well, that's because it's probably a fucking massive bomb. Okay. There's still more? Okay, what else is there? What am I missing? Oh, a fucking knife! A knife? Why was a knife floating in the water? Oh, it is bloody. On the blade and in the surrounding water, I can make something out. The unmistakable colour of blood. There's no doubt about it. This knife must have had something to do with the murder. Why the knife was here and not actually on the platform, I had no idea. Okay. I'll look around, but this is probably actually the part where we get to actually look at his fucking body. Shrapnel, we saw that. Cord, we saw that. I've already talked to these dickheads. Generator. The vent's not anything I can look at. Alright, can we look at the body now, please? Oh, the fucking massive blood splatter. Ugh. There was blood speckled across the floor. I didn't notice it first due to the room's unrestricted lighting, but now, after my eyes had time to adjust, it couldn't be more obvious. Looks like it passes into the hallway too. I'd completely missed these during the blackout. Speaking of, after the body discovery announcement, everyone buys into the boiler room through this door. Yet these blood spots don't look smudged. I'm guessing they're already dry by the time any of us got here, in which case, could this be Wolfgang's blood? He doesn't seem to have any external injuries though. Okay. Okay, game. Fucking just try to cram as much fucking evidence in as you can. I don't particularly like using the finder tool, the one where it like highlights shit, because I would like to do it myself, but you may have to. Look at the blood, I've already talked to these guys, shrapnel. Okay, no point delaying the inevitable. Oh, that's kind of cool, it actually makes it extremely clear. Blood, taser, cord. Alright, maybe after I found some of these things, the dialogue would have changed. Some of these guys.
Hi.
Or maybe we need to confirm the alibi with Venona. Why did you move over here? It's
The struggle.
I feel it is highly important we investigate anything and everything we can. That is why I moved over here, to investigate pretty much anything but the fucking body. More like he didn't want to be near Wolfgang's body, yeah, pretty much. In what was the first for the investigation, something other than fear appeared on Ulysses' face. It was curiosity. What is it? Look at the floor in front of the door. This? What the fuck is that? Yes.
Seriously?
This is just a small piece of scrap metal.
Do you think?
Even so, it's still part of the crime scene. It necessitates documentation.
That's not important.
Seriously? Something this small means nothing. Surely we should know by now. We thought a step ladder meant nothing. We thought a fucking bucket of bleach meant nothing. Everything means something, okay? It could have come from the generator or the pipes above us. Ingrid could have been carrying it for all we know. This guy, there's so much he could actually document, and yet instead he's focusing on some flimsy piece of metal. We are slightly dumb, I want to say. Because we're in a crime scene. Everything needs to be documented. If it comes up irrelevant later, then fucking, oh well, we wasted about 2 seconds thinking about it. But when it obviously does come up later, we'll be glad that we did. All the more reason to rely on myself. But we're still going to add it to the fucking truth bullet section anyway. Fuck's sake. Alright, it feels like I've given the boiler room a good rundown, which means, yep, we're going to have to fucking... Oh, is he crying? What a pussy. Just yesterday, Wolfgang was talking with us about eating breakfast with us, and now he's dead. Who had the resolve to commit such a needlessly brutal murder? To go so far as to mangle his body? I couldn't unpack it. I didn't know how to. This wasn't just some dummy I had to investigate. This was a real person. It was so far out of my expertise, let alone my comfort zone. Do you want to inspect him? Holy crap. Did she really have to scare me like that? Yeah, I do want to inspect him. It's just the idea of getting close to him.
Where?
I'll investigate with you. It'll be easier for both of us that way. Right?
Right.
Okay, thanks, bestie. She's my best friend. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Wolfgang lay completely still, his face frozen in a look of horror. His once bright eyes were shrouded in darkness, and his mouth was open as if he'd been killed mid-scream. Probably what exactly happened. Ava's expression said it all. Wolfgang did everything in his power to make us outcasts and make the worst of us. At times, I even hated him for it. But this brought no relief to either of us. Wolfgang, what happened in his final moments that left him so terrified? Was it the realization he was about to die? Mulling over what ifs won't bring me any closer to solving Wolfgang's murder. Right now, my focus should be to find evidence. And that begins by investigating his body. I don't really like the fucking tears and fucking sweat coming from his face. There didn't seem to be any strange markings on Wolfgang's face. However, along the back of his neck was a massive bruise. That looks like a really bad injury. Almost his entire neck is discolored.
Damn.
Right, how did he get this on the back of his neck? Nothing around us seems to have left it. This might sound morbid, but what if it's a sign of his body decomposing? Can a body really decompose this fast? It could, or it could not. It probably depends on the environment, as in the temperature.
Correct.
Cold places are generally better at preserving things than warm, humid areas like this boiler room. Kind of like dairy products. That's a good comparison. Yeah, because the human body is comparable to Greek yogurt. A tone-deaf one, but sure. Wolfgang didn't have this bruise yesterday, at the very least. If he did, it would have been super noticeable.
Fair.
That's true. Turning my attention back to Wolfgang, I caught something else on his body. He had a mark on his neck, but not directly overlapping it. A red dot. Is that a beauty mark? Doesn't look like it. The skin around the dot seems to be inflamed. It reminds me of a pop pimple. The sort of wound you could easily inflict on yourself.
So,
Then you don't think this is related to the murder? It might not be,
There
but
must be
judging by the
something.
lack of scabbing, this was inflicted pretty recently, so you may as well keep it in mind. Okay. His hands? What's fucking wrong with his hands? With the way Wolfgang was slumped over the platform, it almost looked like he'd fallen on top of it.
Focus.
Let me see if his palms are scratched. As I knelt down to take a closer look, trickling out from under the cuff of Wolfgang's sleeve and onto the rest of his hand, a strange injury that looked like a tree sapling. Was this a burn mark? That is strange. When I looked at Wolfgang's other hand, I saw the same thing. Markings that seemed to extend down to the arm.
The hell?
Ava, look at this.
hello.
Let me see. Yeah, burn marks. That's really horrible. They look like gross little veins. What inflicted them?
That's...
There's a taser a little ways off where we're standing, but I couldn't find anything to indicate it's been fired. So the only thing that I could think of is the
Is
generator.
that really true?
Why the generator?
No.
The thing has been clearly destroyed by something. Maybe Wolfgang got caught in that something, and that's how he
Not
died.
sure.
I'm not sure. The generator seems too far away from where Wolfgang is lying to cause burns like
Look
those.
at this.
Plus, the room's water isn't conductive, so electricity couldn't have travelled through it.
Right.
You're right. Anything able to melt the generator wires would have burnt his suit to a crisp.
Thinking.
I think Wolfgang received these burns outside the boiler room. There's just nothing here that would leave these type of markings. I'm just fucking making up the whole sentences as we speak. As for the actual place he got burnt, guess we'll have to try and find it ourselves. That is, if such a place even exists. While it is possible the generator may not have been involved in the murder, it seemed unlikely that Wolfgang made a detour for the boiler room after being severely burned. After all, burns like his would definitely paralyse someone. How are we just experts at this fucking medical field for some reason? As for Wolfgang's palms, they didn't have any markings on them. Still, he must have fallen somehow. Why else would he be lying on the platform? Interesting. His body, or his blazer? What's with his fucking blazer? Wolfgang's suit was completely crumpled, a far cry from his once clean appearance. Water had seeped into his pants, completely ruining the fabric. As I leaned in close, I spotted a folded piece of paper sticking out from his back pocket. That was so it wasn't completely destroyed. I really don't want to touch him, but with my thumb and index finger, I snatched the paper out of his pocket, taking care not to brush my hand against his body. I gingerly folded open the paper, aware that some of the wetter spots could fall apart immediately, and found a message written inside. It's probably someone else's motive. That's some very ugly handwriting. Do you recognise it?
No.
A lot of the text is unreadable. Whoever wrote this probably used a low-quality pen. Although, at the bottom of the page, fragments of a message were still visible. Secret, 8:15 a.m, boiler room, close the door. Doesn't this read a lot like a command? It seems like someone wanted to arrange a private meeting with him
I
here.
see.
Could that someone be the culprit?
Not sure.
8:15 a.m, that's a long time before the time of death though. Maybe there's a struggle, or maybe Wolfgang arrived
There
late.
must be something.
Either way, their message is definitely a valuable clue. It's our only insight into Wolfgang's movements before his death. Well, now I really want to know where everyone was at that time. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. this morning, so I was asleep when this meeting was scheduled to happen. It's only 35 minutes before the announcement. Cassidy, Jet, Mark and I would have already been in the dining hall.
Right.
That's right, setting up the equipment. As for the other students, directly asking them where they were at 8:15 a.m. might be risky,
Where?
because they would wonder where we got this time from. Exactly, and I'd prefer to keep this note between the two of us. So, why are we just keeping relevant information away from everyone? I know one of them is the culprit, but like, there's 15 other students that need to be privy to this information. At least for now. Okay, that's fair enough.
Anyways.
Anyway, this thing about a secret, what do you think that means? And also, by the way, like, I do like how this character is different. He's not just some trusting dickhead like fucking the other characters that we all know. He's fucking all love and hugs and all that kind of shit. Like, it is refreshing, but it's also not a character I align to, which isn't a problem. It's just I don't relate to it very well. But I definitely prefer it over the standard fucking sappy everyone is love type shit.
Gah.
Well, I'm not really sure. It could be referring to anything. Anything, huh? You know what it means?
I know.
I have an idea. The author of this letter might be talking about Wolfgang's blackmail. Who did we share his blackmail with? We shared it with Kai. And we shared it with Ava. Would anyone else know about this? If they claimed to have it, they could have baited him here without much... I suppose they could also just lie about having it. After all, Wolfgang asked us to meet with the person whose blackmail we had.
Strange.
A derelict boiler room is a pretty ominous place to meet someone, though. It would have been Wolfgang's first time here too, assuming he didn't explore his floor beforehand.
What could it be?
Either he didn't see the super obvious danger in meeting here alone, or he did realise and just didn't care.
Right.
Right, does that change anything about what I said? Well, duh. If Wolfgang knew the warning signs, his reason for coming might have been less to do with
You
integrity
see?
and more to do with desperation. True. Desperation? To know the details of his blackmail. It would stand the reason. If only Wolfgang had hidden this note somewhere safe instead of bringing it here, it would have been valuable evidence. I doubt he could have envisioned something like this happening. We're in a fucking murder game. He was never really on his guard during this killing game, except around you and me, I guess. I hope it's not Ava. Well, she's the only other person we shared the information with, apart from Kai, but I think Kai's just fucking too dumb to commit any kind of crime in any capacity. Face, hand, alright, the body. Now I think about it, the place where Wolfgang laid was odd. What were the chances he would end up here, between the only opening of the fence, the one spot where he could kneel over like this? Was it possible he'd been trying to climb onto the platform before he died? It's strange why he didn't use the stairs though, and even stranger that he was even in the water. Alright, that seemed to be everything.
Hello.
Hey, Damon. Since we've investigated the boiler room, we should find the students who left and ask them for their testimonies. They went upstairs to investigate Wolfgang's dorm, right? Yes, because of what I said earlier. The victim's last known whereabouts are the best places to search for clues. Alright, let's see what they've been up to. Apart from collecting testimonies, there were two other matters on my mind. One, getting Desmond to inspect the taser gun, and two, pinpointing exactly when the blackout occurred, in case it happened at the time of the murder. I walked over to the boiler room door, which had been left slightly ajar, but as I began to pull it the rest of the way open, I noticed it. The doorknob, something about it, looked different. Different? Hey, Ava. The doorknob, I think it's been flipped. Flipped? Are you sure? What does that mean? Take a look for it. Take a look for yourself. The first time we woke up here, I'm pretty sure this lock was on the inside and not the outside. Ah. So someone took off both sides of the doorknob and put them on the other side of the door. So that part of the doorknob was actually on the outside of the door.
Is that really true?
How would someone be able to flip the doorknob though? I mean, I could just unscrew it and then fucking reattach it on either side, surely. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Why didn't you say something earlier? We just fucking noticed. What do you mean? This is the first time I've noticed
Is
it.
that really true?
Really? You didn't notice it back when you entered the boiler room with Kai? No, not even then. It might have been because of the darkness of my own nerves, but back then I wasn't paying attention to small details like the doorknob. All I wanted to do was enter the boiler room.
Anyways.
I know that makes me sound
Listen
stupid.
to me.
It's okay. I mean, I probably would have noticed the doorknob had I been there, but that's beside the point. Okay, Mrs. fucking la-di-da fucking I know everything. Miss fucking Mathlete. Anyway, the discovery paints an interesting picture. Since the lock was now accessible from the hallway, you could technically lock the boiler room shut without ever stepping foot in it. Meaning that if you wanted to lock someone inside the boiler room, all you have to do is lure them in and close the door behind them. Don't even have to close the door behind him. The note said fucking close the door behind yourself. So he walked in and closed the door behind himself. Alright, cool.
Moving on.
Come on, we need to collect people's testimonies before the investigation ends. Right, let's go. Not that we're in a fucking rush or anything like that, because the investigation will only end once we have all the evidence, otherwise there's not much of a fucking gain. Alright. I won't teleport, we'll actually walk. As a million questions rattled away in my mind, I followed Ava out of the boiler room. Actually, Ava, before we go upstairs, it's probably worth checking out the storage closets first. Yeah, because there was fucking... we were in groups at the time. Why?
No.
I found something in the boiler room that might be related to them. Judging by the length, I think it's an extent... okay, yeah, we just know this. Yep, okay, cool. Yep, we know! The extension cord, we should confirm if it indeed come from a storage closet. Okay.
However,
But first, I want to talk to Cassidy.
Come again?
You want to talk to her? She's standing right there. Yes, I want to talk to her. Is that bad? She wasn't much help last investigation.
well,
She was only pointing out the fucking stepladder. Well, any help is better than no help.
Fair.
Alright, I'll talk to Cassidy first, and then I'll investigate the storage closets on this floor. We're a massive dickhead. I'm sorry, but like, fucking... just dickhead. Cassidy was pacing around the hallway with a finger on her chin, seemingly doing nothing.
yo!
Oh, hey guys. Sorry for not noticing you sooner. I was performing a super sweep down of this hallway. That's a lot of words for wandering around aimlessly.
Listen to me.
Can you put your sweep down on hold? I have a really important question. Let's hear it. Just don't drag it on too long, okay? Gotta finish my sweep down before time's
You
up.
see?
Do you remember who attended the tournament? The game tournament, huh? Surely we would remember. It was Ava, me, Kai, Jean, Grace, Mark, Cassidy, and there's one more.
What about...
And Jet, yeah, fucking pup play dude. Jet, Mark, Grace, Jean, Kai, and the three of us. Yep.
Huh?
Something on your mind? Well, since the murder happened in the boiler room,
well?
wouldn't that mean everyone in the dining hall has an alibi? Not necessarily, because we did hear that running. Oh, that's a good point. She's aroused by that. I didn't even think of that. She's totally right. Also, since we split into pairs while investigating those rooms down the hall, every pairing can vouch for each other. Although, let's be real. Since we're actually mentioning this word for word, I'm going to bet money on it that I reckon one of us is the killer. One of the 8.
Right.
Right, we all split up. What were the groups again?
Yep.
Jet and I explored the storage closet B. Yeah, which she's named Nora. She's fucking a gamer, so she's probably mapped it all out. That's why it's called on the map. Oh, the map of the Tozu trinket. I guess that's true too. I activated my trinket, and sure enough, see, storage closet B. There's also storage closet A, C, and D. Those are definitely the rooms we explored. Okay, that makes it helpful.
I see.
In that case, Kai and I must have explored storage closet C. I remember it clearly. The two of us checked the closet above and opposite the one Cassidy searched. And according to this map, the only closet to fit those parameters is C.
Correct.
Grace and I investigated the closet directly next to Damon's, so we must have been inside A.
Yeah.
Which leaves Mark and Jean with D. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool, that makes sense. You know Damo, since you're here.
Question.
Damo. What's the deal with you in the boiler room? What? When Kai told us party peeps about Wolfie, he said you two went inside the boiler room.
How?
The heck you did that for? You were supposed to check out the storage closet. Yeah, that's true. We were driving the discovery of the body, but we did hear those footsteps.
No.
You're not casting suspicion on me. Who cares? Just tell her. Me? No way. As far as Cass is concerned, everyone is innocent until proven otherwise. I investigated the storage closet with Kai. We just didn't find anything inside. Although we did hear someone run down the hallway.
Am I hearing you
Huh?
right?
For real? Gonna get a fucking flashback for no reason. Yep, pitter patter, yep. Suddenly I heard frantic footsteps.
Doubt it.
Weird, I don't remember any
It's
footsteps.
the truth.
I do.
Really?
Do you now? Ava, did you really? I'm actually going to be so mad if it's her because fucking I like this character a lot. I heard them while Grace and I were investigating the storage room next to yours.
However,
hopefully Grace can corroborate that. I just brushed it off as my imagination though. Guess me and Jet must have been talking over them. Were those footsteps the reason you entered the boiler room, Damo? It's Damon. And yeah. They came from the direction of that room, so I wanted to see what the person was running from.
For real?
Hooey, really? I would have just chased after the footsteps. I mean, entering the boiler room after something like that, you weren't scared a murderer was hiding inside, and that actually makes more sense to me, to be honest, because even though we didn't know there was going to be a murder, surely chasing after who did it would mean just in case there was, we know who fucking did it. We could just fucking bullshit over the class trial and it's like, look, we saw this cunt running away. What I actually discovered wasn't much better. I mean, no, it's true. We saw a fucking dead corpse for a fucking husband. Then those footsteps could have been... Sorry. Then whose footsteps could those have been? I don't know why anyone would want to be running around these spooky hallways, let alone in the dark.
What about...
Unless... Well, maybe they were looking for a backup
That's
generator.
not important.
I doubt it's that innocent. Considering the place this person ran away from was the crime scene, those footsteps were probably the killers. You mean fresh off committing the murder? Fresh off the murder or a bit after? Depends what time we went downstairs. Alright. Either way, whatever it was immediately after the murder or not, for a brief moment the only thing separating us from Wolfgang's killer were the storage room walls. That's a bit creepy to think about. Okay. Thus, bit by bit, the mystery slowly unravels. No need to thank me, 'tis all in a day's work. She didn't even do anything. Oh my god. Okay. Having these conversations do help. Because we found out that Ava also supposedly heard these footsteps, and we would not have found that out unless we had this conversation with Cassidy. I do like how we're a bit of a prick, but alright. Storage closet. I wish the doors would say it. So we were in this one, I think.
Interesting.
The map says this is storage closet B.
Right.
Oh, okay. So the closet Cassidy and Jet explored. So we were on the other side. Did you see that?
Huh?
See what? The box in the corner over there. Look. Confused, I turned to where she was pointing. This is... I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
A generator, right? The one you were referring to during the blackout? Yeah, exactly. Since I've explored these rooms before, I knew one of them had a backup generator.
What?
If this closet has the backup generator, wouldn't that mean the ones who restored the power? Well, if Cassidy and Jet were the only people who entered this room, then they're the people who brought the power back. Damn, I'm surprised those two actually knew how to navigate a generator. Okay, so I suppose that would just say that the generator was in out. This one, that seems to be all there is to this closet. Okay, makes sense. We'll go fucking explore all the other ones, I guess. Do you have anything to say, or is this one completely fucking useless?
Where?
A was me and Grace, B was Jet and Cassidy, Ava was quietly really exciting. Yeah, okay, yep, cool. She didn't even seem to notice me looking at her. It's polite to stare. It's impolite to stare. Okay. So I suppose there's nothing in there if it's fucking letting me go freely. I'll just check the other ones, but I'm pretty sure it'll just be the same shit. Because these games do have a good way of, like, locking you into the room if... Yeah, see? Like this. This was the closet Kai and I explored. It was hard to get a good look at the contents in the dark, but seeing it now, there doesn't seem to be anything important here. I think we can move on. Okay. Yeah, so it's not, like, forcing me to stay, so... I'm not gonna fucking click around for fucking... There's no coins to collect, so... Okay. Last one before we head off back upstairs. Okay, no. Alright. Actually, is it on the same floor or is it upstairs, downstairs? Okay. I'm actually bad with layouts and mapping, so... I know it's upstairs slightly. Heading upstairs would be a bad idea. There are things in the hallway I need to investigate. Oh, there might be something actually in the hallway. Oh, the blood. The obvious fucking blood splatter. There's dried up blood on the floor. For some reason, it seemed to pool right around this particular spot. Dried blood, like in the boiler room. You notice the blood in there?
Correct.
I notice you noticing
I
it.
see.
I see.
So,
So, who do you think left all this blood behind?
Focus.
Well, it can't be Wolfgang, can it? Considering the sort of injuries he sustained, it wouldn't make sense for him to have spilled a lot of blood.
There must be something.
Which means the only possibility left is maybe the culprit got injured.
what could it be?
The blood belongs to someone else? Yeah, exactly. Okay, interesting. So it's in the hallway and the boiler room, and it doesn't belong to Wolfgang. If I didn't notice the blood here, would you have pointed it out to me?
Huh?
I would have pointed it out to you if the roles were reversed. That way you'd know not to step on it.
Right.
Sure, I'd pointed it out.
Thanks.
Thanks. See, are we even being secretive with her? Alright. Is there anything else here? We've already talked to you. Check these cunts out. You're not at anything. Nope, okay. Let's go upstairs. What the fuck is that? Oh, I fucking already looked in the storage closets, for fuck's sake. Alright, let's do it again. I also have to look at the blood first, and then that fucking... Oh, here we are.
Look,
This is storage closet D.
Yeah.
Why didn't we say anything when we were in here before? Yeah, Mark and John explored this one. Let's see what I can find here. Is there anything weird about this room?
That's...
I think I see something behind this pile of boxes. I stood on my tiptoes to get a
Jeez.
better look and... Oh, so they really are here.
well,
What's here? Extension cords, a whole bunch of them.
strange.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, those are definitely the same type of cord I saw in the boiler room. Only difference is, they still have their other half intact. The internal plugs are pretty slim compared to the other kinds of cords. The fact these cords match the ones in the boiler room means the killer must have rummaged through these closets for equipment, for fuck's sake. For what reason they needed the cord, I have no idea. But this was still a step in the right direction. Okay, so we found the extension cord in closet D, where Jean and Mark were. Besides that box of cords, nothing else about this room is standing out to me. Do you want to move on? Yeah, let's go. Okay. Am I going to be gate kept from being allowed to go upstairs now? Hopefully not. Okay, well, okay. I'm just going to go through all the closets again. That was the one. Was this the one we were in? Yeah, it was actually. If there's anything new. Okay, nope. Massive fucking fire extinguisher. Disproportionately so. Right. This was B, I think. The one Cassidy was in. So it must be the other one. There's got to be something in. Okay, you. What have you got? What have you got? Okay, well, I guess not. Alright, fuck it, let's have a quick look.
Where?
Yep, same shit. Alright, we'll go back. Go through them all again. See if there's anything else we can fucking pull out of them before we can go upstairs. Nothing else. I'm not going back into any of these rooms ever again, so we're just going to fucking click on the dialogue knowing it's the same shit. Because I know if I don't, then it'll be something completely fucking different and we need to go to it, and I've completely fucking lost. Okay, we'll go to this one. No, we're just in that one. We'll do this one next. This one seems slightly different though, like very different. The shape of it's like weird compared to the other ones.
Where?
Is that something in like the wall there? Okay, nope. Nothing fucking useful there. It's gonna be the very last one we look at, isn't it? As it usually fucking is. Let me in. Oh no, they're exactly the same. Never mind, maybe I'm just fucking tripping balls. Alright, cool. Do you have anything to say now?
Where?
A was me, B was... Okay, so why was it saying no, I need to look through the fucking closets again when I clearly fucking didn't? Fucking waste my time. Waste my fucking time. Alright, now can I go upstairs? Or do I need to fucking talk to Avery and Cassidy again? Can't leave yet, I need to investigate the storage closets for potential clues, which I'm pretty sure we just fucking did. Alright. We looked at the blood. So. Boo.
Interesting.
Wow, that was easy.
hell?
Why'd you do that? To see if you were nervous.
Seriously?
Of course I'm nervous. You were nervous
No.
earlier. Earlier, yeah, but not anymore.
Moving on.
Anyway, you shouldn't be so nervous. If you're too nervous, you won't be able to think straight, so you should calm down. Easier said than done.
Well,
Well, we've already investigated this, the really ugly stuff, right? You don't need to think about that stuff for now. Just focus on collecting people's
Listen to
testimonies.
me.
I can keep reminding you if you want. I'll be fine. Cass, do you have anything to say? Ava and Grace explored... Okay, yep.
yep.
Yep, that's definitely the order. Okay, lovely. Do I need to talk to people in here again?
Weird.
What a weird looking storage closet.
Stop.
Yeah, funny. Okay, so the game is adamant about us going through the fucking storage closets, but we just did. Don't need to do that fucking pointless dialogue where she scared us to go up. Okay. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna fucking go through the storage closet, scan it off camera, fucking hope to fucking find what we're looking for, and then I'll be back when we do.
Weird.
Come again?
The chord is...
Correct.
Yeah. It's weird to... Wait. Never mind. I'm not going off camera, because fucking now we have dialogue here. I am so sure, 110% positive, that I had a talk to her here, and the dialogue didn't trigger, so... It's weird that it's at the crime scene, and the name is also weird. Its name. Extension cord is a weird name.
You see,
Those cords aren't even extendable. If they were like those if they were like those dining cables, if they were like those dining tables you could pull apart, the name would make sense. But they're only a fixed length.
Rage.
Weirdest name ever. Well, they aren't called extendable cords. They're called extension cords. How many times can one person say weird? Nothing in here. Great. Please don't give me a conversation again.
You think?
Oh, what did you say? A better name for extension cord would be connector cords. I guess that makes sense. I know, but the name works better here. Sure. No, I think extension cords is fine. Because you technically do extend one cable to another, I guess. Right. We'll go through, talk to her again, trigger some fucking dialogue that may or may not fucking actually occur. Was this the one we just came out of? Okay, yeah, cool, lovely. Yep, I just turned around into the same fucking room. Damien Industries. Okay. Yep. So that should mean the one... Okay. I'm so confused. Right, we'll go back into this one then.
Where?
Okay, so nothing in this one. So these two were cleared. We fucking cleared them out. Not gonna lie, this is kind of shitting me off. Okay, so she's on this side of the room. She looks a bit different now. Do you have anything different to say? Okay, no, she's just not fucking... Why'd we talk for that
No.
again?
Moving
Again.
on. Well, listen to me.
Okay. We're going to this one first, then the one fucking opposite. Yeah, these all are slightly different. Okay, this is storage closet A. So, did the game want us to... Because we've been in here, surely. We surely have to have been in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look around. Unless I've actually got fucking confused, because I must have. Because when the game puts you outside of a door, it actually faces your way of it as if you walked out of it directly. But usually in a lot of these games, you're actually facing the door again. So I must have been turning around back into the same fucking room. Ava, look. There's a rolling pin here and handprints on it too. Maybe I'm just a complete fucking moron, okay? That could also be fucking the case. What are you implying? That someone used this recently and not for its intended purpose? Look, can you see how the handprints are base of the pin. You aren't rolling much dough if you're wielding this thing like a tennis racket, are you? The pin is also really dusty. If it came from the kitchen, it would be clean like the other utensils there. Yeah, agreed. Not only that, right, there's a dent on the pin too. Really? On the end opposite the handprints, can you see it?
Weird.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Handprints and a dent. That's definitely not a coincidence. I wish the pin was actually on the screen while I'm discussing this so I can actually see what they mean. Could this pin have something to do with the mark we found on Wolfgang's neck? If it was used to knock him out, it would not only explain the dent on the pin, but the bruise on Wolfgang's neck. How did it make its way into this closet, though? What do you mean? How did this pin make its way into the closet after the killer used it? Oh,
there must be
something.
something.
If the footsteps Kai and I heard were the killers, they probably would have chucked their pin in here on the way out. But surely there was someone in here.
Absolutely not.
No, that's not what happened. If the killer entered this closet and hid the rolling pin,
Listen to me.
Grace and I would have seen them. Unless you or Grace, either one. Crap, of course. She and Grace were investigating this closet at the time. What if the killer placed the pin in here before any of us came downstairs?
Save it.
If they're out in the hallway, why didn't they use that as their chance to escape? Damn, she's right about that too. Could this rolling pin really be unrelated? But it lines up so well with the other evidence. Well, it has to be related, surely. Okay, I don't think there's anything else to this room. Let's keep investigating. One moment she's speaking nonsense, the next she's totally coherent. I don't think he'll ever understand this girl. So either her or Grace left this here in the closet after the murder, or I suppose technically, maybe, kind of, possibly that one. If someone else is the victim that isn't her or Grace, sorry, not the victim, the culprit. If it isn't her or Grace, they could have chucked it in here as they were running to the body discovery announcement. But I'm pretty sure they all arrived in clumps and groups, so it would be very hard to do that. We've looked through all the closets now. Did you find anything you needed? Everything you needed? Yeah, I did. The rolling pin, the stack of extension cords, there's no doubting their relevance to this case, at least based on what I've investigated so far.
Anyway.
Ava, let's go upstairs and collect some more testimonies. Finally. Okay, cool. Great. Now we can fucking leave this fucking basement after 15 minutes of fucking around, because I'm a fucking idiot. Another thing about these games, they do tell you when you can move on, so I should have fucking realised I didn't get that cutscene, so I couldn't move on. So I'm not pissed off, I'm just extremely disappointed in myself. As Ava and I emerge from the basement on the lookout for anything that could aid us in our investigation. Right, fucking stop crying. Right in front of us, a flustered Eloise was huddled with her back to the wall. Standing next to her, sup you guys, were you bullying her? Might want to lower your voice around here. What has happened?
What could it be?
Is something wrong? Sorry, Eloise had a bit of a frightening experience recently. I think we all have.
No kidding.
Well, yeah, the scene downstairs is bad, but I'm talking about something else. After Tozu left, we tried going inside Wolfgang's room to look for clues, but the moment we stepped in, she suddenly pounced on me. She dragged me out and Desmond ran after us. I haven't been able to get my heart to stop beating so quickly since.
Huh?
Hold on, this is she you're referring to. Yep, it's Grace. She's been guarding Wolfgang Storm ever since she kicked us out. Is she the killer? Grace was blocking access to Wolfgang Storm. What the hell? We can't let her bar us from entering the room. The class trial could start at any moment. That's what I tried telling everyone else, but they pretty much gave up. Jet and Mark went to the dining hall, Dinah went to the laundry room, and Toshiko and Ingrid went into the courtyard. Eloise and I, though, we're not going to let this slide. We got to get inside the dorm room, so we've been brainstorming other ways to approach Grace.
Think about it this way.
And we've landed on something. Performing a brief inquisition. Inquisition? If Grace doesn't want to cooperate, we'll start badgering her with questions. Poke at her ego until it finally retreats.
Safety first.
If you want, you can join us. A debater might be good at dishing verbal beatdowns, yeah? I did come here to inspect Wolfgang's dorm, so I might as well. If that's the case, I'll go to the dining hall and ask Jet and Mark for their testimonies. You're not coming along?
Where?
She could just lie about what they say. Grace isn't someone I like to be around right now. You three can handle her. Something tells me she's just afraid of her talent being blocked.
Right.
No sweat. Have fun with Jet and Mark.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ava left in the direction of the laundromat, clearly taking the long route to the dining hall. Should we approach Grace then?
Totally.
We might as fucking well.
Okay.
Okay, let's go before fucking the class trial starts. Do you want to take the lead, Damon? Oh, sure. I wasn't going to admit it to either of their faces, but their plan seemed pretty half-baked. Not because I was going to face off with Grace, but because she was here too. How could a bumbling person like her be of any help in a verbal showdown? If anything, she'll probably make us look uncoordinated. Guess I'll have to do most of the heavy lifting here. Since Grace was guarding Wolfgang's dorm, she should be right there around the corner. Okay, let's go. Wait, why am I going this way? Fuck, I'm an idiot. Why did the game point me down this way if I'm not supposed to go down this way? I know I should know where the dorms are, but I'm also kind of... Yeah, there you are. If I just looked down this hallway, I would have fucking seen her. What do you want? Why are you being weird? Don't you two yuppies get it? You're not coming in.
Don't get it mixed up.
Hang on, we're not here for that. I mean, we are, but like, we're not going to tell you that. Damon just wants to ask you a question.
Back off.
He isn't coming in either.
Jeez.
Why not? I need to investigate Wolfgang's dorm room.
Soybean.
Back off, Soybean. His room is none of your business. Except it is. I have to search his last known whereabouts, which includes his dorm by
See
default.
that?
What if I said I've done the job for you?
Again.
As in, you've searched the room, high and low. What want to know what I found? Nothing. For us to believe that, we need to see it ourselves. You think I'm lying?
Just saying.
Oh, true. These guys were in the same room together. There's a chance you could be, unfortunately. Think about it. You haven't given us any reason to believe you. Sorry. Someone who's got nothing to hide wouldn't be acting so protective right now, you know? It gives the impression there's something you really don't want us to see.
Anyway.
Also, couldn't this be considered breaking the rules? Tozu wants this game to be fair, but being prevented from searching every room doesn't seem very fair.
Don't test me.
Even if it isn't, what are you going to do? She's a fucking fencer. I'll report it to Tozu. Huh?
You.
Makes sense.
So, snitches do not get stitches in this game. Nice idea. What do you say we look for him now? If Tozu agrees this is sabotage, he might call Mara to help. Or it's not sabotage. I'm not hiding anything about the murder. Don't try to get me involved. Desmond never mentioned Wolfgang's murder.
Anyway.
Look, just let us in the room. If you're telling the truth, we'll drop our
Gotta
suspicions.
stay one
So,
step
Eloise
ahead.
actually fucking helped. So, we were just being mean to her for literally no reason. The reality of the situation is, we gotta invade Wolfgang's privacy if we want to know what happened to him. He would want to investigate our dorms if it were anyone else who died. Grace stood there silently, gritting her teeth. Then she stepped away from the door.
Okay.
Phew. Sweet. Thanks, Grace. With sighs of relief, we entered Wolfgang's dorm. Not gonna fucking thank fucking Eloise for actually fucking having a backbone for once. Is that her clothes on the floor? So this was Wolfgang's dorm. While some of my expectations were correct, a lot about the room still surprised me. I anticipated the layout resembling my dorms and the decor reflecting his talent. What I didn't anticipate was how messy it was. Well, maybe not messy, just really casual. A room that clearly been well lived in.
Oi, you.
Don't move things around when you inspect them. I want to keep this room as it is. To be honest, I'm not sure why I'm even surprised. Were you guys getting it on behind my back? Clothes were scattered across the room, including a familiar-looking woman's jacket. Nothing about them looked suspicious. Is that a fucking giant teddy bear? Hold on, the most important thing I fucking forgot. Hello. Wolfgang also had a pin-up calendar in his room. This isn't what I should be focusing on during a murder investigation. I beg to differ. Bed. Fucking a giant ass fucking teddy bear. Can we look at that? Yeah, the bear. A large toy bear adorned the bed. Something tells me this didn't belong to the room originally. Probably Grace's. What do you have to say for yourself for being a fucking dickhead?
Ugh.
We're not here for that, my ass. Hey. Normally she'd be meeting my eyes.
Quit it.
I know you suspect me, I can tell by the look on your face, but I don't know anything about his death. To be in the dark like everyone else about a person she was so close to? Damn it, get a grip on yourself, Damon. Grace can claim to know nothing about the murder, but what about knowing everything before it?
Anyway.
So, I heard a rumour you became Wolfgang's new bunk buddy. This room seems to confirm that. How was he this morning? Grumpy? Happy? Sick.
Eh?
Huh? Sorry. She wants to actually say, we were planning to go to the game tournament. But he woke up with an ache in his stomach. He woke up sick. If you're telling me the truth and Wolfgang planned to attend the tournament,
That's not it.
why did he say the opposite yesterday? Yeah, he did actually say that he wasn't going to go. I did say he wasn't going to go, he just fucking didn't say he didn't know. From what I remember, Wolfgang said he'd be too busy to attend the tournament. He said he might be. More like he wanted another round at the pachinko machine.
Watch and learn.
I would know, and I interrogated him after breakfast. Huh, what? That's seriously what he meant?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, huh? Which was why I told him, hey, no, let's do the tournament. It was a bit finicky at first, so typical for a soybean, but he eventually caved. Wolfgang was a pachinko player. I'm not sure I can believe that. Then again, some of the paraphernalia in this room looked like neither golf nor law related. I suppose he could have got that bear from the fucking pachinko machine. Alright, so based on what you're saying, Wolfgang agreed to attend a tournament yesterday. However, come this morning, yep, he was sick. Wolfgang remembered the pirate was attending, so he suggested I track down that guy and partner with him instead. Right, because he needed to bring a partner to the tournament. Wolfgang, he knew I was miffed about it. His smile said as much. But I walked out the door anyway.
Dumbass.
Wolfgang said he was too sick to get out of bed, so I walked away, which was obviously a fucking lie because we found him downstairs. If Wolfgang had really been bedridden, how would he wind up in the boiler room? Either he didn't come on his own volition, or he was never sick to begin with. Probably the second one. By the look on her face, I could tell Grace realised the same. With all that said, it wasn't like Wolfgang to hide anything. For a guy who's so gung-ho about honesty, you'd think he would confide in the person he's closest to. Did the letter I find inside his blazer pocket have anything to do with that? Yep. While only a few words were legible, a lot could be gleaned from them. For example, the mention of a secret. Did the rest of the note elaborate on it, or was the word alone enough to scare Wolfgang? Maybe he wanted to shield Grace from information even he couldn't handle. Or maybe he simply didn't want her to know. Whatever the reason, Wolfgang Arkwright deliberately hid information from someone. Ironic, huh? Yep, we heard a testimony that he was apparently sick, which is obviously, I'm not going to say obviously, but 99% chance fucking a massive fucking lie. Better talk to these guys. What's up, Damon? Hey, can you check something out for me? Oh yeah, we need to figure out about the taser. In here or in the boiler room. I found a taser gun in there.
Are you for real?
I can't tell if it's been fired or not. I don't think it has, but I want to know for sure, because if I'm wrong and this taser gun was used, it might clue us into the nature of Wolfgang's death.
No kidding.
What we're talking about is a big deal.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry. No, that's not the log. Fucking dickhead. Alright. What we're talking about is that big a deal, huh? Yeah, since he's skilled at using guns, I figured. No sweat, I'll see to it once I'm done here. Thanks for the heads up, Damon. I like Desmond, he's a good character. I'm also liking Eloise a little bit more because now she's fucking standing up for herself. Eloise is kneeling on the floor, sorting through Wolfgang's bedside ottoman with a serious look on her face. Hey, can we talk for a second?
Give me a moment.
Okay. She closed the ottoman and stood up, now wearing the same nervous expression she always did. Is there something wrong? I want to know your whereabouts during Wolfgang's murder. When the murder happened, I was with Desmond in the courtyard. The courtyard? Yes. You can ask Desmond to confirm if you're confused. No, I'm fine.
It's simple.
Let me just ask this. What were you doing during the blackout? Blackout? Yeah, so obviously it only affected the building. Yeah, you did experience it, right?
That's not...
No, I don't think there was ever a blackout. We were only alerted to the murder because of Tozu's announcement. I see. So my theory was right. If Winona never experienced a blackout in the tree room and Eloise never experienced a blackout in the courtyard, both of those buildings must be connected to an entirely different power source. Okay, so here's the thing. I reckon Desmond and Eloise are in the clear. And I reckon Winona's in the clear too because she didn't know about the blackout. And we only just confirmed that with these guys. So I reckon they are in the clear. I still think just the way these games usually pan out, when they say that everyone in the game room has an alibi, none of them will actually ever end up with an alibi because we'll find out that it was actually one of us. Well, that's all I could find. Why was Grace so antsy about people entering? There didn't seem to be anything suspicious lying here. In any case, since I'm done here, I should head to the dining hall. I'm pretty sure that's where Ava said she was going. Okay. Where the game tournament was being held. Oh. Lovely to be teleported here. Looks like her movie. As soon as I entered the room, Ava walked over to me. I've just finished talking to everyone here. Anything important?
Rage.
Nothing important. I don't think Jet and Mark are taking this seriously. This might end like the mock trial where only a couple people know what they're doing. Not like the mock trial, like every single trial that's ever in these games, there's like 2 people who actually know what they're fucking talking about and everyone else is just fucking retarded. Does she really think so? Well, that information definitely didn't bode well for me. I couldn't afford to be discouraged by it. Not unless I want to die in this game.
Focus.
I'll see if I can make those 2 talk.
Thanks.
Good luck. Alright. Talk to you first. Mark had returned to his position by the equipment. Hey, Desmond and Eloise told me you plan to investigate Wolfgang's dorm. Grace isn't guarding it anymore, so you can go inside now. Let me guess, you don't want to investigate?
It's nothing.
I just came here to make sure my interface wasn't damaged. His investigation could spell the difference between life and death, yet his priority was his stupid music equipment. Don't you think it's a bit suspicious what you're doing?
What?
Huh? I heard people were already giving Grace a side eye for being uncooperative. What might they say if they find out you're a ditched the investigation?
Slow down.
That is true. Hold on. Jet called out to us from the other side of the room and ran over. Can't you see Broski isn't feeling well? Give the guy some space. Are these guys in like a weird bromance?
That's not important.
I don't care. I'm working on a time limit. Who are you to talk anyway? Huh? Judging by the look on Broski's face whenever you guys are together,
Simple.
out of everyone here, I think you'd know the least about personal space. No way. Sure, Mark might not talk a whole lot, but if he wasn't having fun, do you really think he'd be hanging out so much?
Broskies always stick together.
Come on, Broski, back me up here. Yeah, he's not happy about fucking Jet being in his space. Time. What? What time did the murder happen?
That's
9:35 a.m. Check this. He pointed to a small digital clock on the top of the music pad.
that.
Huh? This is the time of the murder. It was like this when I came back here. I think the clock got screwed over by the blackout. So now it's frozen on whatever it was displaying before it lost power. Then that confirms my suspicions. The blackout, and by association the destruction of the generator, occurred at the time of Wolfgang's murder. Okay, so Mark's actually fucking being completely useful
My
here.
man.
For once. Nice going, bro. You hit the jackpot. But it's because I was here with you, huh? Yeah, he's not fucking pretty fucking impressed by that. Better go talk to Broski over here.
Yeah.
Is it me, or is there something funky about this
Come
place?
again.
What? I don't know, man. Everything feels kind of off. I can't place why, though, and it's bugging the crap out of me. Sound like he just felt uncomfortable being here. I guess I can't blame him. With the turn things have taken, the tension and excitement of the tournament was all but a distant memory. And this room was now a reminder Wolfgang died right under our noses. Okay. Kai, what do you have to say for yourself? Shit. Why didn't Tozu fix the black hat himself? Is the maintenance of this place seriously our responsibility?
Not okay!
The fridge and pantry are restocked every day, though, can't things just be consistent? Winding aside, he made a good point. Why didn't Tozu fix the black hat? Because obviously it has to do with the murder. It has to do with the murder. Thinking back on his spiel from earlier, information has been dissolved in such a way the killing of the chocolate. Yep, okay, yep. Did Tozu abstain from fixing the black hat because it was important? Yes! They could easily make their escape if no one could see anything.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Damon, since you're here, I've been thinking really hard about those footsteps we heard
Again.
when we were in the storage closet.
No, seriously.
Yeah, they were soft, right? Like the person was wearing
I
socks.
see.
Now that you mention it, it did sound like socks on a hard floor. Sorry, I forgot to give him the gay voice. Of all the things to be right about, it has to be this. What do you mean?
Man.
I mean, why didn't the killer just wear shoes? Think about it. The sound of something like heels would be pretty distinct, right? What about sneakers? They get really squeaky on a smooth floor. And
Don't say that.
what I'm saying is, you could totally figure out the shoe from the sound it makes. If you know those, and if you know what shoes the killer had on, you could just look at the person with a matching pair. But socks? Anyone can be wearing socks. The person probably removed their shoes for that
This
reason.
sucks.
Just our luck. Okay, cool. I suppose we better look at the whiteboard because it has a fucking list of all the competitors. Cassidy clearly spent a lot of time doodling this. She must have... That doesn't look like a lot of time. She must be upset that we didn't finish even a single round. The first time people get together and are interrupted by a murder. Thinking back on it, the game tournament and the murder happened really close to each other. Like, literally and figuratively. The former began at 9am, while the latter occurred at 9:35am. They were literally separated by a fucking wall. They were within the same hour. Taking another look at this whiteboard, yeah, I can see why the killer chose the attack so soon. 8 potential witnesses all situated in one place, 2 preoccupied with video games, to notice the world around them. There couldn't be a more perfect time to strike. Well, I don't understand this. The tournament started at 9am. Why were we only in the middle of the first match, 35 minutes in? Is that game that complicated? Alright, what else is there? Is that Mark depicted on the Super Slam tournament poster, the banner? The fucking strange painting. I don't reckon the strange painting has anything to do with it. I better talk to Ava.
Where?
This might sound like a mock. Sorry, this might end up like. Okay, yeah, we know this. I can't believe I wasted my fucking breath with that. And still fucking fucked it up anyway. The kitchen? May as well skim through the kitchen just in case. Looking inside the cabinets, there didn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary, except a knife obviously fucking missing from the block. The knife block had a knife missing from it For a kitchen knife to go missing at the same time a knife found floating in the boiler room's water, that can't be a coincidence. Oh, the class trial is about to start. Huh? Oh my, would you look at the time? I would dare say we ought to get this trial started soon. How does 20 minutes from now sound? Great, great. Please continue to investigate until then. See you later. Or maybe we've got a little bit more time. What? There's only 20 minutes until the trial? Damn it. Jeez, how does she keep scaring me? The investigation's almost over. We need to find the other three and hear their testimonies. The other three? I'm assuming she means Ingrid. I've already what's her name? The cosmetologist chick, Diana, and the other one.
As I was saying,
Toshiko, that's it. Yep.
Jeez.
All right, calm down. Desmond said they were in the courtyard,
I'm
right?
talking.
And Diana's in the laundry room. Then let's talk to Diana first, since the laundry room is in the same building. In the meantime, don't panic,
Can't
okay?
you see?
I'm not panicking. As she said that, she motioned for me to follow her out the door, obviously fucking panicking. Ava might deny it. Oh, fuck, sorry. Ava might deny it, but the anxiety which had been bubbling up inside her had clearly started to boil over. Although, with how fast my own heart was beating, I guess she was not alone. I'm also going to save because I don't want to have to do any of this fucking investigation again, especially the downstairs part in that fucking boiler room, because that was just fucking bullshit. Saving 2 slots like I always do because I'm fucking paranoid about losing the saves. But also don't want to resave over anything just in case I need to re-record. Okay. Where's this laundry room? That's not it, is it? Nope, that's the janitor's closet where the other bitch got killed. You're the laundry room. Alright, if Desmond's telling the truth, then Diana should be in here. Although this was like fucking however long ago, she could have moved on. But actually, no, the plot wouldn't work if they had fucking free will. Alright, hi Diana. Why do you look so angsty? Oh no, she doesn't. She's fucking depressed. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Diana was standing with her back pressed up against the wall, arms wrapped around herself in a tight embrace. She's even worse shape than before. Diana, I need to ask you a question. please give me a moment. It's been kind of tough. It's been tough for everyone. The investigation is going to end really soon. We can't wait. I'm not going to fucking pretend to cry anymore. Okay. Where were you during the blackout? Oh, the blackout. Right before the body was discovered. I was just in my room, alone, doing my makeup, with no fucking alibi. You don't have any makeup on, though. I was experimenting with new combinations, so I wiped it all off already. So we were alone in the room the entire morning? Yeah, I just wasn't feeling up to it. Sorry, I'm feeling a little bit sick all of a sudden. Do you mind if I go back to my dorm? Are you the fuck? You better not be the killer. I actually started to like you. Sorry, I've asked all the questions I wanted to. Thanks.
So...
Do you think she was acting weird at all? That's fucking weird as fucking shit. No weirder than the others. No, she was acting a lot weirder than everyone else. Anyway, since Diana gave her testimony, I can cross her off my list now. Which means the only people I still need to speak to are Toshiko and Ingrid.
Where?
I hope Ingrid and Toshiko are still in the courtyard. We won't know until we see for ourselves. Alright, let's go before the investigation ends. Let's fucking just hurry up. Fucking, no point fucking hanging around fucking this shit. That's a bit suspicious to Diana though. Maybe she was the one who organised to meet up with fuckface Wolfgang. No, that's where we were. Mr. Arkwright, who fucking traded a life of law and love with us for death and destruction down in the boiler room. Oh, that's what he gets for being a dick. Toshiko and Ingrid had retreated onto the bandstand at the centre of the courtyard. The larger girl was comforting the smaller girl who had completely hidden her face behind a fan. Oh, fucking stop crying. Hey, however have you been No, obviously not. Investigating? Toshiko lowered her face to reveal a pair of puffy eyes. I don't know. What do you expect me to do?
Seriously?
To look for clues? Clues?
Impossible!
How am I meant to do that? It's not like I've had to solve a murder before, you know. None of us have either. My hands have been a bit full, so no luck finding any clues. I can see why.
Moving on.
Okay, well, did you at least notice anything suspicious this morning? It could be a person acting odd or a strange sound. That's what most real-life testimonies talk about anyway.
This through.
A person acting odd. Maybe not at the time, but looking back, it definitely seems a little strange. Do you want to tell them, Toshiko? Okay, fine. This morning, I saw Wolf. This is important! When did you see him? In the dorm hallway, on my way back from the pharmacy. Why were you in the pharmacy? The dorm hallway? Just as I was about to enter my room, I saw Wolfgang leaving his. Oh, Wolfgang, what a coincidence running into each other like this. Are you already on your way to the tournament, Miss Kyoko? It's rather early. Of course not. A professional like myself would know better to attend some silly party. Silly party. Not silly putty, silly party. Right, my apologies. What about you? Are you going to the tournament? No, because I faked an illness to get out of it. That's correct. You lying scumbag cunt! I'm just heading to the laundry room right now. There's a batch of clothes I accidentally left behind in there. And do you know who else we just fucking had in the laundry room? Diana.
That's...
Wolfgang said he was going to attend a tournament.
Strange.
Yesterday and told everyone he was too busy to attend. I assumed he'd changed his mind. I had no reason to question him. I heard bits and pieces of their conversation from inside my dorm. The whole thing could have lasted longer than a minute. Couldn't have lasted longer than a minute.
Bit complicated.
Toshiko and I are bunk buddies, by the way. Thought I'd mention it that in case Damon didn't know. Okay, thanks. Anyways, when I heard what Wolfie said, my first thought was leftover clothes. I don't remember any leftover clothes, but I figured I must have been misremembering. What with my aching head and all. Aching head. I was suffering a terrible headache this morning. Couldn't even see 2 steps in front of me, let alone get up from my bed. That's why I gone to the pharmacy. I was hoping to procure some medicine for Ingrid. Not my proudest moment, I admit, but I knew I could trust Toshiko with the job. Do you know what time the interaction with Wolfgang happened? 10 past 8, I think.
How should I put it?
The conversation happened just a little after the morning announcement, that I can tell you with confidence. Yep, 10 past would make sense. When the announcement initially played, I was just about to leave the pharmacy. And she was already inside the pharmacy by 8 AM. So, Wolfgang, he looked totally fine when you saw him?
Sure.
Yes, nothing seemed awry. Doesn't that call into question what Grace told me earlier? Either Grace lied to me about Wolfgang calling in sick, or she was telling the truth, and Wolfgang just got outed as a liar. Well, isn't he a fucking sheep in wolf's clothing, or a wolf in sheep's clothing, whatever the fuck the saying is, or whatever was written on that fucking motive? I could probably deduce an answer if I know what time Grace left Wolfgang's dorm. If she left before 8:10 AM, then she would have already been out of the picture by the time Wolfgang made his move, hence why she only remembers him in bed. However, if she left after 8:10 AM, then she would have been there for Wolfgang's encounter with Toshiko. Which means she lied about Wolfgang being bedridden during the period of time she was in his dorm. Funny how she never gave me a time. Toshiko's fetch quest. That's a bit self-aware. What else happened after Toshiko saw Wolfgang? The blackout sure gave us a spook. Toshiko decided to stay where we were until the lights turned on, though we did watch you and your buddies pass by. You saw that?
How should I put it?
Heard it first, then took a peek. I would have said something, but I wasn't feeling my usual self, so we watched you up until you all went down the stairs. That must have been how you found the crime scene, right? Yeah, that's right.
Too much for me.
Such a terrible sight. I can't believe someone here may actually be behind it. Let's just hope we can solve it. Okay, cool. The class trial's about to start. Alright everyone, that's time. Please drop whatever it is you're doing and proceed over to the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, otherwise you'll be in for a shocking surprise. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Monokuma will serve you with a cease and desist. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Get it? Because your trinkets can zap you. Anyway, let's just get a move on. It's time.
Fingers crossed.
You two, go on ahead. Toshiko and I will catch up.
Listen to me.
Okay, let's go, Damon. Right. I'm so fucking that excited. Ava and I made the short trek to the room with the tree. We were literally standing outside. It took us 2 seconds. Once there, we waited for the others to arrive. Eventually, everyone had shown up. So, how are you guys feeling?
It's me.
Words wouldn't do it justice.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty bad. I can't tell you how I feel when I don't even know what I feel. I'd rather we save the talking for the trial. In just a few moments' time, we're going to be down there. Down there in the trial room, fighting for survival, only using only our words. Damn it, Damon, get a grip already. Before the door in the tree opens, I need to ask Desmond if he had any new information about the taser gun.
Hi.
Hey. His voice was steady, but his eyes kept darting around the room. Did you check the taser? Right, I did. Any findings? Just one. The gun's blast doors were missing. Blast what? So we're going to hear this at the fucking trial. Being interrupted. All of a sudden, the ground. Oh no, not again. We're all fucking vibrating fucking... It's very extremely fucking fast. Hold on to something, everyone. Must be sponsored by AdamandEve.com. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature but does not achieve it, and justly so, for ignorance so often aspires to be seen as we've read this already. Damn it.
Shit.
Well, guess we gotta cut this conversation short. I'll explain everything during the trial. Let's not keep this goat guy waiting.
Holy!
Oh man, this is really happening. We're so screwed. We're totally gonna die. Haven't even hit 1 million subscribers yet. If you go in expecting to fail, chances are you will.
Game over, man! Game over!
I'm gonna think of failure even more because you said that.
Hold your horses.
Look at it this way. Who here are the cards more stacked against? 14 people working together to solve a murder, or one person trying to lead everyone else astray?
Already.
If anyone's in here for a struggle, it ain't the group of 14.
Do you think?
You make a good point. Statistically, the odds are in our favour here.
It'll be okay.
Exactly. Luck will be on our side.
No, it's not.
If luck was on our side, we would be in a killing game to start with. That is very true. You're suspicious. I don't like you anymore. I'm the murderer. Can I say something first? Are you going to confess? Oh, what is it? It's a message for the killer.
What did you say?
A message for the killer. The person here who killed Wolfgang, whoever you are, can you please step forward? That's not going to work, huh?
I want to help.
We don't have to do this class trial. If you can just find it in yourself to step forward and bring this whole thing to an end already, that's like a death sentence. Then please. Despite the honest pleas, no one came forward. If someone determined enough to commit murder, they're not going to back down because of If someone's determined enough to commit murder, they won't back down because of one person's pleas. Since we're on the subject, I also got a message for the killer. Don't forget about the punishment fits the crime, arsehole. Enjoy the fucking death penalty. Grace spat those words and disappeared into the opening of the tree.
Go now.
Slow
Cosign.
down.
Yo, broski, wait up. One by one, people began to follow suit. I guess if it's time to go. Okay, we're just going in the tree. We knew where the stairs would take us, and where the elevator afterwards would deliver us. But everything beyond that was shrouded in uncertainty. There was no mock trial awaiting us, no faux murder designed to waste our time with a stupid mystery. This was undoubtedly real. Come on, Damon, get a hold of yourself already. Taking a deep breath, I approached the opening in the tree. And descended into the darkness. It was the same elevator, the same churning metal, and echoing sounds of clunky machinery. And yet, we're missing a fucking person. Someone was gone. Someone who I never held in high regard, but who is still a person nonetheless. A person with feelings, a person with aspirations, a person with a family. A person who I will never hear speak again. Not a single word. Kinda sad, but, Dick Cheese kinda deserves it. Am I ready for this? Was what I did during the investigation the best I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I won't know until I do it, until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith in the other people here. There's no way I'll come to the correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me. I mean, Ava's been pretty fucking useful. And we're not surrounded by complete dickheads like... Hold on, who else have we got here? Desmond's fucking smart. Fucking Mark helped us find out the fucking time, confirm the time of the blackout. Ulysses has fucking recorded everything like a fucking encyclopedia. The elevator began to slow, snapping back to reality. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely, we splurged out into the fucking trial room. The doors in front of us opened.
Rise and shine.
Somebody call an ambulance. I think I've caught a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
I have to do it in the Monokuma voice. It feels like only yesterday we were playing detective with the corpse of a crime scene. My, how that word. And chipper so many of you used to be.
Interesting.
After all that back and forth over a simple whodunit mystery, or howdunit technically, howdunit mystery, I'm truly curious what today's trial will yield.
Yeah.
Today will be the whodunit. The other one was the howdunit, I guess. Just to remind myself, our names are on the podiums, right? Eager to start, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to find your podium, just look where your name is
The
written.
show must go
Come on now, hop to it. I'm so excited I can barely wait a second longer. I really don't want to do this.
Oh, crud.
We gotta do what he says though, otherwise that enforcer lady might get mad. Knowing we were powerless to disobey Tozu, we began to disperse and locate our podiums.
Hey.
It's okay everyone. If we work together, we can do this.
We can't give up.
Right guys, if we work together, we can solve this case. So we all gotta find this bitch guilty, I reckon. So come on, let's do this for Wolfgang. Although her words elicited nods from the other students, the expressions on their faces told a different story. It was an expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over, in a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings, an expression of unmistakable fear. For days now, I've been angry over the mock trial, angry at how much people resented me for telling the truth, how they twisted my words and assumed my intentions. I'm angry, but that doesn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. Reality was apathetic to what we wanted, and the events of today proved we were at its mercy. So I stood there at my podium, conflicted. To think this tragedy could have been avoided had people just listened to me. But who was it that encouraged everyone to turn on me? Who was it that encouraged everyone to trust each other? If Wolfgang hadn't been so naive, if he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself be consumed by the what-ifs. Although the others may have failed at preventing Wolfgang's murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. I'll uncover this killer, let them face the consequences of their actions. I'll solve this case and survive. Excellent, I am going to save my game, and what else we'll be doing is ending this video, because we're about to start a epic class trial of epic magnitude. We've got a lot of information. There's still a few bits and pieces we do not know yet about the fucking blast doors of the taser gun, and why fucking Diana was acting weird, and why everyone else is just being fucking weird. So I guess for now we'll call it quits. We'll come back to a class trial, which I'm very happy to I'm very happy to participate in, because I don't have to speak for most of it. Because luckily, class trials are voice acted. So we'll be back there at the epic start of the class trial.